so today's video is for you beginners that want to one day be able to do the splits, but currently that just seems like an overwhelming goal. So there's only 6 stretches today that you can do all from standing, just to help you work on your basics and prepare you for proper split stretching. So our first one is a simple calf stretch. Hands on a chair, split the stance, hips should be in line, 1 foot in line with each knee, soft knees, and driving your heel into the ground. We're straightening our back leg, which is where the calf stretch will be, so through here. So we're working on stretching out our posterior chain for when you do the splits. Always remember to do both legs. Never move sharply, always nice and slow. Place your feet into position before you put the pressure on. Remember not to put the pressure on as you're getting into a stretch. Once you've arrived in the correct position, that's when you apply pressure. Now we're going to go into a simple hamstring stretch. Many of you would have done this before. Lift your leg and place it on the chair. If this is too high, or if a chair is too high, simply choose a lower surface. You'll still get the same amount of stretch, even with a lower surface. So from here, place your heel on, drive your heel into the chair, keep your legs straight, slight bend in your standing leg. From here, you're going to lean forwards towards this leg. However, I don't want you to lean forwards with your head or with your shoulders. We're not rounding, trying to touch nose to knee. From here, think about getting your belly button to your knee. So lifting your spine nice and tall, leaning forwards as much as you can to get the stretch through the hamstring. You'll feel the stretch much earlier. It will seem harder, but it helps to focus on the hamstring stretch, which is what we really want. So this is through the inner thigh. So we started foot up, turn everything 90 degrees, and take this foot out if you need. Bend the lower leg, and you're going to feel the stretch through your adductors. Drop it down as much as you need for a stretch. Okay, you might be up here, that's totally fine. Again, if you need more of a stretch, just turn this around and repeat. So choose a higher surface to help you master it, and then slowly drop down to help get more of the adductor stretch. Just using the chair for support, we're doing a quadriceps stretch, so we're moving on to the front of our legs now. Quadriceps often get tight just being sitting at a desk and things. So you really need to focus on these if you want to be able to do the splits. Knees hip distance apart. Pull 1 foot towards your glute. Make sure before you put pressure on pulling the foot in, make sure your knee's in the correct alignment. You're not going to feel the stretch as much if your knee goes out to the side and forwards while you pull. Okay, we haven't extended the quad fully yet. So it's really important to get your knees in the correct alignment, so hip distance apart, and this knee should be slightly behind the other one. That will help open up the quad some more. So if I turn side on while we do this, from here, standing nice and tall, spine in neutral, pull the knee slightly back. Once your knees are in correct alignment, then pull your foot towards your glute. Slowly ease out of the stretch, remembering no sharp movements, and repeat on the other side. Our 5th stretch is a hip flexor stretch. Place your leg up and behind. It's okay if your leg is bent. And I want you to lift the same arm as leg is being stretched. Lift it tall. Then from here, you're going to drop your leg, bend your leg, and you're going to feel a really big stretch through your quadriceps and through your hips. Reach to a side if you want to enhance the stretch even more, otherwise just standing tall and dropping those hips down. You may need to step the foot out further if you're flexible. If you're not flexible or struggling with it, drop the height. Our final stretch is a glute stretch. We've worked on most of our posterior chain, we're just going to finish off with glutes, and we've worked on our quads, hip flexors and adductors. So for our 6th stretch, place your foot on one side of the chair, drop your knee across. So we're opening up the hips. Now for some of you, you may already feel a stretch through your hip. If you do not, turn the chair around, take it up to a higher surface. So start by placing your foot and then pushing your knee down so that you're trying to get your leg to horizontal. Your shin should be horizontal to the floor. That's the ultimate goal here. Soft bend in the knee, and just keep dropping those hips down and pulling your chest slowly towards your leg. This is also really good to do on a table or a more stable surface than a chair. And those are our 6 essential stretches that you want to get really good at and master prior to going into your split stretching.